Hello everyone and welcome back to part 2 of the red light green light tutorial series. In this video we'll be polishing up the NPC, making it work a little bit better. Also, hopefully if we get enough time, adding in, or at least starting to add in, the modular meshes and showing you how to set that up. Okay, so let's get started. So let's open up the NPC blueprint and have a look at the stuff that we need to tidy up. So last time we just got it working nice and easy, but now what we want is to tidy everything up and make everything a little bit more solid. So before I do that, I'm just going to go ahead and comment everything. So I'm going to drag over this, hit C, and call this begin play. I'm going to come over to the movement code, which is here. We're going to change this up later, but still reuse most of it. Hit C, and we'll call this movement. We'll just move this over here so everything's got a space. The death loop is going to get changed quite a lot, so we'll come and work on that in a minute. But the first thing I want to do is work on the death event itself. Okay, so the first thing I want you to do is unplug this branch. So hold down Alt and click on the arrows, and that will disconnect it. And we want to move this into the event itself. So we'll just move this down here and plug that in. So we're just checking to see if red light is true. But we want to unplug that from there. Okay. Oh no, sorry, that was the wrong place. We want to keep that one plugged in. But here on the second branch, we want to unplug this and grab all this stuff. Just delete the stuff we're not using. Oops. Grab all this and move it down here, because this is now going to come off the false. And if it's true, so if death is true, we want this to, off the true here, we want to set, first before we do that, drag in the character movement, and we want to set movement mode none. Off the true there. Okay, if it's false, then what we want to do is we want to drag out, plug into the delay, set simulate physics, and set collision enabled. Okay, that should mean that the if it pluses, it returns true if it's above 8. So we can, let's set that reverse number, so let's set that to 2. I think that'll be better. Test it soon. But if not, if too many are dying, we can just change this number. And right, that should work. This should mean now that when they do die, they won't stop instantly. They'll still move a little bit, and then they'll simulate physics. Okay, so compile. Now the next thing we want to do is we want to create a new event. So right click, add custom event, and call this speed. Okay, and all this is going to do is going to change the character speed every time we do the death loop. So we'll drag out, in fact, we'll drag in the character movement component, drag out from that, set max walk speed, and we want a random float, random float in range, and we'll set it to be 100 to 300. Now, of course, you can play around with that. You don't have to have it set exactly the same as me. And we'll comment that to say speed picker. Okay, so now let's go over to our movement event over here. Okay, and we're going to change this up a little bit. All right, so we'll just disconnect that. And again, we're going to add in a branch here. Get an enemy reference, and we want the is red light reference from that. We remember we did all the code to get the reference on the event begin play. So let's just move this out of the way. Just thinking what I need to do next. So if red light is true, then we want to do the red light event. So we'll just do a do once. It's not, sorry, it's not the red light event. It's called the death event in this one. Okay. And if it's false, we want to have a do once as well. Let me just double check that, see if that is right. See if we have two do onces. I've just got this open up in another project where obviously it's all been completed. Let me just check. So we have, yeah, the do once comes after the movement. Okay, so let's open that back up again. So this comes off the false. Here we have a do once coming off the update, and then we have the speed picker. Okay, now this death resets that, and this speed picker resets that. Okay, so that's a little bit more robust now, and it will pick a new speed every time, so it won't always be traveling at the same speed, because before it meant that if you'd picked a slow speed, you were kind of lagging at the back. That character was always lagging at the back, and they never could pick up any speed. So now what we need to do is go to our tick and basically delete everything off there. So go to your tick and just get rid of this. And instead of doing that, just come off and do the death. Do the movement. Every tick, we're doing the movement, but it'll only do it if red light is true. False, if red light is false. Because obviously, if red light's true, you want to stay still. Right, and then the last thing we need is off the event begin play. We need to do these references. We were doing the speed picker here, but we don't need that now because we actually have the speed picker custom event. And then I believe we now have everything. Yes, we do. Now, later on, we're going to need some more stuff. So let's just go ahead and test that. If it doesn't work, we'll go back and we can go through and see what's happening. So we hit play. And they keep moving. Well, they start moving. Red light warning. They stop, but see, he keeps moving because he's going to die. All right, so that's perfect. So green light, we move. So just look at the crowd. Some of them keep moving, and they're the ones that are going to die. All right, that looks way better than it did before. Oh, and I've died because I'm moving. Okay, so there are two ways we could go now. We could add in some sort of particle effects for blood when we get hit. And what I'm also going to add is some impulses so that when they do get shot, we can like get shot in the leg or the head or the chest. But I think we should do that next time. And this time, what we're going to do is we're going to focus on adding in some NPC skeletal meshes so that we can randomly generate some of this. Now, there's two options to go for here. So actually, because the screen recorder can only record this screen, so I can't actually show you. Let me see if I can change the screen recorder screen to the Epic Launcher, but if not, I can talk you through it. It's pretty simple. Let me just see if I can change it. No, doesn't seem so. Okay, so I'll just talk you through it. So just open up your Epic Launcher and go to the marketplace. Open up the marketplace. My computer's been really slow. But once you're there, go to the free assets, and it's free. There's like always free or something like that. I forget exactly what it's called. But there's a couple of options under free, and it's the always free collection. I think that's the one. Oh, come on. And then under that, there is a free sort of modular character. It isn't the best. Right, I seem to be having some problems here with this. So I think the best thing to do actually is stop this video here once we've tidied up the AI. And then Uh, oh no, it looks like it's loading up now. Okay. Anyway, no. So I'll just talk you through what to do. So go there, and then you'll find a character pack called. Just a sec. I'm going to find it. Stylized modular character, I believe it's called. Right. Okay. So my computer just seems to have crashed. So I will stop the video here. Um, we've got the AI stuff in, which is looking really nice, and I'll set up my recorder so I can record other screens as well, and then I'll talk you through how to add the stylized modular characters. So I'll see you in the next one.